And the woman said, well, I perhaps the writing students would be interested in a comics teaching class, and he said, well, maybe some of the illustration students might like a sort of a lecture on it. I said, well, it won't be any good unless they're both there in the room together.
Come and speak to the media department, we'll have you. In a shot.
All right, well done. Thank you for saying that. That's why I say things, because hopefully this sort of leads the way. Because I have had a lot of people come to me and say, I would really like to learn comics. When I had a little stall at the fish market, I had a lot of people come up and say, would you teach comics? And the thing that I think is best about comics for modern people, biographical stuff. Because, no matter what walk of life you're from, if there are things that you need to talk about that are terribly personal, your family situation, personal traumas, for instance, this is a brilliant medium for sort of getting this stuff out of your system, and it's brilliant for other people to look at. I mean, Persepolis is a great example. Epileptic by David J.
These Home, for example.
Yes, my very favorite comics are all the biographical ones about people coming through difficult circumstances, and the public loves them as well. So I think they're a great vehicle for students, really great.
It is actually quite a good time frame within, as you say, within art colleges for comics being taught and being promoted. It's just because the colleges realise we can get some enrolment.
And you don't have to be a good artist. You don't. I mean, the thing is, you're just honing your skills at talking about life. You're learning to use both language and pictures, which are twice as strong when you put them together. And you can be a bit weak in either one, but you put them together and you get your point across so effectively.
Yeah. Very, very true. Question, yes, at the back from Joan.
You might totally disagree with this question, but it's really about which women cartoon and comics creators do you rate and why?
No, it's a great question. Linda Barry is my favorite. She is really funny and really touching, and she's a great example of autobiographical comics. I mean, she makes her life so real. And
she calls it autobiofictionalography.
Oh, right.
Which I use a lot now. It's a nice word.
It's great. She's absolutely the best. She's full of life. She's so inventive. She never worries about whether this or that's going to look good. She just does it, and it works. She's absolutely magic. I'd love someday to meet her. There are some other very good women as well. My mind's gone blank again. Wow. Well, I love the French artist Claire Bretéché. I haven't seen any of her recent books, but I think she's marvelous as well. I mean, Where's My Baby Now is a great book, just such a fluid, wonderful sense of storytelling. And both of them are still very much, they're still female of the species in the strongest way, in that they are very aware of all the nuances of social interaction, and that's part of the, most important part of the tissue of awareness. Yeah, two absolute favorites. Yeah.
Good choice. Okay, I think we probably ought to bring Alan down here as well. I'm going to sit in the audience. At least we'll get you to get some more Q&A. Yeah?
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah,
Both
sure.
of you are here.